this is for new moms who are trying to lose weight, essentially, postpartum. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, right. Okay, so one goal. New mama need a weight loss program, postpartum, struggling to shed weight. Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's dive into the headlines, and then we'll get into the rest of the copy here. Okay, so motherhood changed everything. Now it's time your metabolism caught up. Hormones on a roller coasting, and the scale. I didn't even say roller coaster.
Yeah.
Roller coaster. Okay, roller coaster, and the scale just isn't budging. Are you ready to fix what's really going on? Nice. This isn't a die. This is a coming home to your body, your renewed energy, and to yourself as a strong and healthy mama. You've given everything to everyone else. Now it's your turn to receive. Yeah, those are pretty solid headlines. I think that you did a good job of these three in particular. You did a good job of like identifying your audience, right? So particularly, there's a reason I like this one and headline 1 and number 3 the most. Can you guess why?
Okay, motherhood changed everything. This isn't a guide.
And headline 3, 1 and 3. It's because you did 2 things.
Identified it very well.
You identified the audience.
And there's okay.
That's the first thing.
Oh, I see.
Motherhood changed everything. And healthy mama. Well, number 2 implies that it could be. Yeah. But this also could be like somebody who just has hormonal issues in general.
Yep. Yeah.
Through perimenopause or menopause too.
Okay.
Like realistically, like guys obviously deal with hormone issues too, but they're probably not gonna read this and be like, oh, this is me.
Yeah.
Women talk about hormones more than men, even though we both have them. So this one's pretty decent. It's just a bit more vague. I like these 2 the most because you clearly identified healthy mama, motherhood. So like the main thing is like one of the best headlines and one of the best intros to your copy that you could ever do. Like the simplest thing is like just call out the audience who you're talking to in some way or another. The moment someone sees like, oh, like that's me, they pay attention more. So like this is great for emails, sales pages, ads, like ads especially too. The moment you focus on the identity, the group you're talking to, the person you're talking to on their end, it's like they can't help but read what next. Okay, so that's a really good thing you do with those 2. And so the reason this matters is because like it's like if you are in a, obviously your little girl can't talk yet and call your name, but when she's a little bit older and she's saying mama, like if you're in a crowded area and your little girl calls your name mom when she's a bit older, you are immediately gonna turn and look like, where is she? Like even if you're in a crowded space and there's noise, she calls your name, you're gonna be like she's right there, right? So like, if your own mom or dad or family member or friend, whoever calls your name in a crowd, hey Sarah, you're gonna immediately look, like no matter what's going on. You're gonna be like, what? So if someone calls your name, so it's like, how do you get someone's attention so you're speaking right to them? And so you did that here in a different way. Obviously, we don't have the person's name on the other end, but what's the closest thing that people identify with is like their identity. So like you identify as a mom because you are a mom. And so you are like, the moment someone talks about motherhood or hey, healthy mama, or hey, like starts talking about these words, you're going to be like, oh, that's me, right? So it's not quite as like a sniper onto who you are because it's not your name, but and if someone's not calling your name, but they are calling your like broader identity. So then it will hit hard when you do that kind of thing. So that kind of thing is huge. And I like to focus on clarity. So the next thing is being clear over being clever is like a common theme that I teach people is like, focus on absolute clarity in what you're trying to do. And then after, try to make it sound cool and get creative and whatnot. And being clear over being clever is super crucial because if somebody doesn't know what you're talking about, then like they won't know what to do or they won't pay attention, right? So For instance, if your daughter, when she's a bit older, says, "Hey, mom," yells at you in the crowd, and you look at her and she just goes, "Ah," and just starts screaming random gibberish, you'll be like, "You're weird," right? But if she says, "Hey, mom, I got a scrape on my knee. Can you come help me? I fell down." You're gonna be like, "Oh, okay. You got a scrape on your knee. I'm gonna come help you." You'll know what to do,
Yeah.
right? So you can call out somebody, but then if it's unclear what you're saying next, the people will just bounce and they'll leave. "Well, I don't know what you're doing because I'm confused." Right?
Yeah.
So this one is, I would say, you're on the right track. I feel like you could hit it even harder though, specifically to the problem that they're dealing with. So you know that metabolism is the answer. Fixing their metabolism is the key to helping them get healthy, to a healthy weight and whatnot, to lose weight and whatnot. They may have no idea it's their metabolism. Now, if they're problem aware that it is a metabolism, then you can say this headline. But most people are probably going to, like, most people you talk to in most cases, it's best to lean on the side of like, they don't even know what the problem is. They just know they need to lose weight and get healthy. So in this scenario, your headline might work, but the thing that I would probably lean most towards, especially with just like testing this kind of headline, would be something like a combination of what you said here. Scale isn't budgeting, are you ready to fix what's really going on? I want to focus more on like, hey, motherhood changed everything. Like including the fact that you put on a few pounds. Like basically straight up like motherhood changed everything. Say it. And like, but it also like means a few extra pounds on the scale. So let's fix that. So kind of a combination of these two where you're like directly calling out motherhood changed everything. And then like introduce basically like say like, but like you probably want to lose weight essentially. So like focus on directly on the keyword of like lose weight, weight loss, like extra weight. But you know, now the scale isn't budging. Something like that. Okay. So focus more on like, instead of the metabolism, which is the thing to fix to get the thing they want, focus on the end outcome. So like think outcome-based headlines. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. So motherhood changed everything and now the scale isn't budging.
So in this case, like I would probably, I don't know what would be the best thing to say after changed everything. I probably would just slightly retweak this. So it's like, because we want to keep it as short as possible too. Okay. So like so one thing you do is like focus on the positive and then focus on the negative. So motherhood, like, you know, motherhood is amazing, but you know, it's added a few extra numbers to the scale. Okay. So like something like that would be like the
positive
headline.
And the negative. Okay.
Yeah. So like, so in this case, that's kind of how like I would want to do it. This, if I'm taking like the exact same intro.
Motherhood gave you endless cuddles.
Yeah.
And added some extra fluff or something.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Yeah. So that would be but in this case, I would want to do probably a sub headline too, to say, because in this case, we still want to say like clearly, you need to do XYZ, or I will help you do XYZ. Are you struggling with this? Because I will help you do this. So basically, whenever I write a headline, no matter where it is, sales page, ad, email, I want to tell people, I will help you do this, focusing on the promise of an outcome. So in this case, if we're going to lead with, you know, motherhood added more cuddles, but also more fluff or something, whatever we're going to say there, I would want to add a follow-up sub-headline saying like, you know, like lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days, even if you're dealing with postpartum or whatever. Join the postpartum weight loss program to lose 10 pounds in XYZ days guaranteed. So like with headlines, I think it's best to focus on like, try to do just make a promise. Just focus on a promise with your headlines. Like especially early on as a beginner, like writing headlines and writing your intros is like, just focus on the promise that you want to give people. So like, what would this weight loss program do? So it's for a new mama, I need a weight loss program that postpartum struggling to shed weight. So the weight loss program, what does it do? It helps new mamas in the postpartum phase who are struggling to shed weight lose weight. And the more clear we can be on how fast and how quick and easy it is for them to lose weight, and give them a very clear promise and a clear outcome, like plain as day, like, hey, lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days guaranteed or your money back. All of a sudden, when you put that as your headline, that headline is most likely going to beat all of these. And why would that be? Because the moment you say, if you're a new, are you in like new mamas? So here's a headline example: new mamas in struggling to lose weight shed 10 pounds in the next 30 days guaranteed in this new program. You give a call out, you give a clear promise, and you give a risk reversal guaranteed with a very clear time frame, with a very clear specific number. All of a sudden, they don't care if it's about metabolism or this or that or whatever. Like, they just want the answer. Now, how this person gives it is by fixing the metabolism or doing this like supplement, cleanse or whatever thing, right? Okay. But the main thing is like, is this who you are? Here's what I'm going to give you. Very clear outcome. So outcome-based copy and transformation-based copy is the simplest, clearest path to convert overall. And so, let's see. In that case, this headline actually has the most implied solution to a problem they're facing. So like, I like how you did identity in these two, but this one actually, like hormones on a roller coaster and scales of budging. Are you ready to fix what's really going on? You're implying we're going to help you fix that. Yeah. So this one covers it. So like a combination of these two is kind of what I want to see. If you can do an identity, with a kind of qualitative, like X pounds. Yeah, exactly. So like the more, 100%, the more you can like very clearly state you are going to achieve XYZ specific number thing in specific time frame, the better. This is why. So I don't know if you remember when I don't even know if Domino's did this when I was a kid, but Domino's Pizza, they're brilliant at this. They created their basically their unique selling proposition based off of this one promise. They blew up. One of the main reasons is because they were the first pizza place to say, like, give a time-based promise. We're going to deliver fresh hot pizza to your front door in 30 minutes or less, guaranteed, or your money back. Nobody else had ever offered that. They created, that was their big idea. That was their unique selling proposition. That was the thing that all of a sudden made them differentiated from every other pizza shop. And the thing is, like, they didn't care to be the best tasting pizza or the most quality pizza. They weren't going to compete with the local legit Italian pizza shops that were like actually making good pizza. They didn't care. They said some people just want pizza. They don't care if it's the best tasting, but they just want it now while they watch TV. And like, give me the thing. Give me the thing. Right? Yeah. They don't want to leave the home. They just want to chill. They just want to, there wasn't Netflix back then, but they just wanted to watch whatever reruns of who knows what. And then like, it was so clear. Like their promise was clear. They didn't sell pizza. They sold convenience. They just were like, they were like, we're gonna so that promise is amazing. Their USP, their big idea, it's just like instantly you just understand it. So the person who wants that, they don't have to wonder, oh, is this pizza shop going to be able to like, oh, I gotta like I'm gonna be home at this time and I don't have time to make dinner, and then like this person, I've got to pick up this kid from soccer, and then we have this movie or this thing going on, and we gotta go to bed. Right? They just can't think about like the uncertainty. Domino's is like, yeah, we'll do it or you get your money back. Oh, okay. They seem pretty serious then. They probably will actually do it. So like, I'm going to have this in 30 minutes. Sweet. So this is going to save me time. So following that same idea, like another example, which is pretty good, which is a little more like, it ties into what they're giving people, but it's not as like, I'll just say it, Tom's shoes. Tom's shoes is another example of like a USP that is like very much qualitative. Okay. Every time you buy these shoes, we give a pair of shoes to someone in need, essentially. Yeah. Like, it's very like, oh, sweet. right? It makes you feel good. Oh, I'm going to buy these shoes and like, I'm actually helping, right?
Yeah.
And also like all the other things with their shoes and how they're made and all the stuff. People got it. So again, a very clear outcome. You buy this, you're helping somebody immediately. You get shoes, you're giving shoes. Oh, what? Sweet. So that's what we want to focus on, is like, if you can give the number, give the number. Give a very clear outcome, give a very clear time frame. And the quicker and easier you can then make it sound, the better. And the more you can risk reversal and make it seem like this is a no-brainer, that there's no potential risk, then it's even better. So we can take this from being like, hey, join our weight loss program, right? You know, to you're going to lose, new mama struggling with postpartum, you're going to lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days, guaranteed, or your money back, without having to work out for more than 20 minutes a day, without having to give up pizza, and without having to like get a gym membership or something.
Okay.
All of a sudden, it's like, whoa. and we're going to use our unique metabolism boosting XYZ thing.
Got you.
So like the end thing comes in of like the way we get there is actually the least important part. It's the thing that may grab attention. We're going to use a unique metabolism XYZ thing to help you achieve this thing. But the thing they actually want is just like, I want 10 pounds off the scale. Oh, sweet. I'm going to get it in 30 days. Oh, sweet. And if I don't get it, I get my money back. Okay, like this is starting to sound like a pretty good deal, right?
Okay.
So part of this is like, when you have a very clear promise and a very clear offer, it makes all the copy 10 times easier to write, because everything's just focused on one very clear end example of what you like. Like this is going to be the thing that I get at the end. A lot of people struggle to make sales online because they just say like, oh, join my I have a fitness program and like to get healthier and stronger and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, what does that mean? Like, what does that actually mean? And like, how do I know what that is? Like, that's what everybody tell me when I joined the program, is like healthier, stronger, and whatever. I don't understand. Like, we can't even understand what that even means. We can start to visualize like, okay, am I going to be able to like lift more weight? Am I going to look better? Like, we don't know because they don't tell us. So we need to be the people to tell people, you're going to like be slimmer. You're going to be able to fit into your, I was going to say prepartum pants, but that's not the right word. Is that the right word? Whatever before you were.
I think a lot of people would say pre-baby or.
I was like, is there a word for this? What is the word? Before you had babies, you're going to fill in those pants again. That kind of thing. You tell people you're going to be able to like wear your old clothes. Oh
yeah, I do mention that in the body
sweet,
of the text here.
Cool. Yeah, so maybe we can dive into
but
the
I
body
see that kind of overcomplicated the headline. Like I went more towards the clever instead of just like straight like, okay, you're gonna lose 10 pounds in 30 days and like, okay. So I'm seeing where the adjustment can happen for sure.
Yeah, I want you to just focus on like these headlines could work, by the way. I'm not saying they wouldn't work. I'm just saying for now, when you're still new, you're learning, just try to focus on as simply as possible, giving people a promise and writing in as few words as possible.
Okay.
And if you can call it the identity of the person you're talking to, even better.
Okay.
But things like this line, like all of these lines you could use in your copy, and I think they'd work great. It's just the headline. We just want to get crystal clear. Like one of the greatest headlines you do of all time, proven time and time again, is just like the how-to headline. So we can just tell people, lose X amount of weight. Or if you're a new mom, you're going to lose X amount of weight in X amount of time, and that'll work. But another one that works really well too is like how to lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days as a new mom. And then the how-to is buy the program. Basically, you can give people some tips like fix your metabolism, do this, and like if you want a full structured program, here's how. That one also works really well. It's just very simple. You're going to learn how to do this. But this individual line in your copy could work great. Motherhood changed everything. Now it's time your metabolism caught up, right?
Okay.
Hormones on a roller coaster and scales and budging. Are you ready to fix what's really going on? Like that line in your copy could do really well. This isn't a diet. This is coming home. It's your body renewed energy and you're to yourself as a strong and healthy mama. Again, like all of these individual lines of copy.
And you're saying like inside the body.
Inside the body.
Okay.
Inside the body. It's just
Gotcha.
so like it may seem crazy. Like, why is Brand talking about the headline so much? The headline is everything. It's everything. It's 80%. Who said it? I think David Oldham said like it's like once you have like done the headline, you've spent 80 cents of your advertising dollar. As in like it's the 80-20. And like you could write the same piece of body copy with a different headline, it will change everything. So like I gotta remember the exact number, but I did a headline A/B test on my like $22 course. And the difference between what I started with first and what I started with now is like a 30% increase in conversions.
Wow.
Which I've tested like 7 or 8. So like I just keep doing a new A/B test with like this one versus this one. Okay, this one won. Great. Now let's do a new one. Oh, this one won. Now let's do a new one. And now the difference and like the result is like tens of thousands of dollars difference each year. Wow. Just from like very minor tweaks in like I'll try this one versus this one. And like the rest of the stuff below is the exact same. But the thing at the very top is just slightly different. Yeah. And that like this is the power of copywriting. It's like and I'm not even like I'm thinking like, man, doing this on like a business who's doing like 100K a month in revenue, if you can come in and like all of a sudden you make them an extra $130,000 in revenue, well, that's like an extra $360,000 a year, 4 million over 10 years. Like that is significant. Just by changing some things. So yeah, so overall, you're on the right track. All of your headlines, by the way, it's very much I feel like you're speaking to me too. Like it seems very conversational.
Okay.
And you're doing that well because you're focusing on the right things. Are you ready? It's your metabolism. So you're very focused on the person on the other end with your copy already. I can see that. So let's dive into the body copy and see what's going on here. So new mama and need a weight loss program, postpartum struggling to shed weight. Okay. There was a time when your body felt like home. You knew her rhythms, what she needed, what felt good, and what made her glow. Then came motherhood. Beautiful, messy, all-consuming. Your hormones shifted, sleep disappeared, meals became leftovers between feedings. Somewhere in the blur of milk stains and midnight cries, your body stopped feeling like yours. Now, months later, the weight still sticks, your clothes don't fit the same, your energy lulls. And no one warned you how disoriented it would feel to live in a body that gives so much and seems to have nothing back to give. Sarah, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is like you are talking the talk and walking the walk. This like
one, I really, I really understand it, so it's really easy for me.
Exactly. This is why it's like you're gonna crush when you go get these people who help new moms. This is like this is great.
Okay, I was afraid you'd be like, it's a little too much.
No, there's a few things that I'd fix. Like, I would probably do I would test doing a different first line.
Okay.
Again, one of the easiest things is like just identity call out, identity or problem call out. So call out the identity or call out the problem. Same tips with the headline, but now follow it up with the intro.
Okay.
Are you a new mama struggling with like
just straight up? Okay.
Are you a new mama struggling to lose weight?
Okay.
Well, guess what? Like that's you don't have to say that, but like, are you a new mama? Like just like immediately.
Could I go with the approach of that conversation style? And if I said something like, "Are you a new mama who's struggling to lose weight?" Well, guess what? I know what it's like. Da 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 da.
Yeah, so there's a different couple angles you could do of this. Is like you could do a personal story of like, there was a time when my body felt like home. I knew her rhythm. So like the personal approach, you could do that, or just like do the exact same thing you did here, but like literally just have a first line saying like, "Are you a no mama struggling to lose weight?" Literally just like identity, problem they're dealing with as a question. That is one of the easiest ways to start any piece of copy, and it works. And it also verifies what they just read in the headline, that like when they read the same thing or a very similar thing in the first line, they're like, yes, I am. Like you want people to be like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I am a new mom and I want to lose this amount of weight or whatever. And then they read the first line. It's like, are you a new mom struggling to lose weight? It's like, yes. So like you want your audience nodding yes, saying this is me. And then you go into this part, and this is where you just like are rocking it with the imagery. Like this is like very real, and you're pulling people into their world. So someone reads this line, this copy here, they're gonna be like, you're speaking to me. This is how do you know me? Like you're like reading my mind, basically. And so, and that's good. I would just start with something like this, or another way you could start it would be like, so there was a time when you might feel like home. You could say like, if you're a new mama struggling to lose weight, if you're a new mama struggling to lose weight, then keep reading.
Okay.
Something like that. It's just like, again, just
instead of a question, it's kind of inviting.
Just like, yeah, like then keep reading, or then this is for you. So like, you just want people to be like reassured constantly of like, this is for me. Okay, motherhood, yeah, yes, I am this. Yep, keep reading. So then by the time you get into like, again, a question opener works really well to hook people. A problem opener works really well to hook people. Identity works really well to hook people. Combine all three, it's proven that it works over and over again.
Okay.
So you can say, are you a new mama? Then this is for you. Or you can say, if you're a new mama struggling to lose weight, ... then this is for you. Okay. So instead of asking a question, just say, if you're a this, then this is for you. This also, that headline combo actually also works really well as a headline. So if this, then this. If you are XYZ, then this is for you. Then keep reading. If this, then this. That combo, this could literally you test as a headline as well. The first line copy, I would probably introduce as well. Then get into this. There was a time when your body felt like home. Main thing right out of the gate I can see right away with your copy is we need a little bit more white space too. So like instead of like a bigger paragraph like this, do more like a double space right here.
Okay, like that. Okay.
Yeah. And then a double space
after
right after there. And then probably right after the first line too.
Okay.
So right after here. Yeah, so right after then this is for you. And then go into
I see. It's like that. More space. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any moments from this for you? There's a time when you might be like, oh, you were really what you need, what I feel like. Then came motherhood. Beautiful, messy, all consuming. Sleep disappeared, meals came out the road, she begins to notice the and midnight cries, you probably start feeling like yours. That's good stuff. Now months later, the weight still sticks. Your clothes don't fit the same, your energy lulls, and no one warned you how disoriented it would feel to live in a body that gives so much and has nothing left to give back to you. Okay, let me see. There's one thing. Here's one thing too. That you could add to this, which could really help agitate, because you introduced the problem here. And then where do you start into agitation?
The next one. Well, I kind of thought that was agitation, but I also
basically
you tried calorie counting, cardio, nothing,
Yeah, it kind of starts. So sometimes problem agitate can be a blur. Basically, you could technically say like, that's problem, and now we immediately go into agitation. Technically, you could say that. Like agitation just basically dives into really going into the pain point and just describing it and getting people to feel something. And so you really do that here. Like this whole section is both identifying the problem and agitating it. Agitation also.
I keep agitating it in the next few lines as well.
Like here, you tried everything.
Yeah, like you tried everything. your body scream or the world
Yeah.
screams to hustle. All like I feel like I don't know. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah. And agitation also can, like, you can also lean into like, what will happen if you don't change this? So
Okay.
like, what is the outcome if you don't fix this? Which is something you could lean into as well. Which is something you basically like you can do right before you tee off for the solution. So like right after this part is like you
Mhm.
scroll before wish you could find someone, blah blah, and like and then you could just lean into something like, and here's the thing, like you're like, you know, you could talk about how like a
I
scenario of
mean,
like some women go through this and they just accept this as their fate.
yeah, I was
They
gonna say something
whatever,
like, if we
like
don't change it now,
yeah,
the
like
longer you wait, the harder it is.
exactly. And so you could take basically tell the story of two ladies and two moms,
Mm.
which is basically one of the best. It's a concept taken from one of the best sales letters of all time, the Tale of Two Young Men in the Wall Street Journal that pulled in $2 billion in sales over like 30 years, which is
Mhm.
like it's the best sales letter of all time because it tells a story. The tale of two young men. One guy did the thing, one guy didn't. One guy got the reward, one guy failed. So you could basically introduce that concept here and say like some women never, they just accept this as their fate and they just like go through the rest of their life like the shell of the person they used to be
Uh-huh.
and just accept defeat and like never live up to the potential, never get back to where they were and XYZ, versus the person who decides, you know what, this might be hard, but I'm gonna go for it. And this might be like, you know what I mean? So you can introduce
Yeah.
that concept of like, but you could, the agitation will be leaning into like the storyline of the person who just accepts defeat and always lives as a shell of themselves and whatever. But then you say, but if you don't want that to be you, then keep reading because you
Mm.
know
Okay.
there's a way out, and that's your transition into the program.
Okay.
So that's a good way to continue agitation. Yeah, exactly. That would be great. And then back up to here. I'm going to read through more of what you wrote here because we haven't touched on it. There's one more thing I think we can add here. I just kind of glanced at what you said, but let's read through some stuff. So now months later, the weight still sticks, goes up to the same energy levels. No one warned you, disoriented, and seems to have nothing left to get back to you. You've tried everything: calorie counting, cardio, visualizing the bounce back. This is where I'd actually want to introduce bullet points right here.
Okay.
So bullet points, it doesn't, in copybooks, they say like, do it to like talk about the benefits and stuff and put in bullets with feature benefit. But
Uh-huh.
but bullet points are actually just really good for just helping break up your copy and make it easier to read. So
Okay.
anytime I have a list of 3, I try to see if I can just turn it into bullet points. So in this case, I would try, by the way, drop every semicolon and em dash from your copy from now
Okay.
on. People
I'm
don't understand
so
semicolons.
bad about the dashes, and I remember you saying that in the last
No, that's-
video, so I tried to do semicolons.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The first thing is people don't understand semicolons. But
Okay.
the thing about no, they just don't. But so like regular people, right? Because we want to get right at a 5th grade level. You're a good writer. I can see that already. Like you're a strong writing background, clearly. But like that can hurt you and bite you in the butt because people who aren't, they
What's
need to
going on?
read more simply. So 5th grade
Okay.
level, get rid of the semicolons and get rid of the em dashes, mainly for a second reason, which is we don't want to come across that we use AI in any way to
Okay.
clients, even if we can
So
use
can I
it.
use a comma there?
Yeah, so there's some ways to go about it. Yeah, 100%. I would just use a comma there. And then for here, you tried everything. In this case, this is where I want to turn this into a bullet points. So you've tried everything, colon. And then this, I want on a new line below, bullet point calorie counting, bullet point cardio, bullet point visualizing the bounce back.
Oh, hello. Boop. Cardio. Boop. Boop. And then shoot that guy over there. There.
yeah, it's kind of, you have to figure out, there's a couple nuances to Google Docs. There we go. Okay, so this, you've tried everything, calorie counting, cardio. I would even add a little bit more to
To the list.
I would just like even juice these up a little bit. So like
Okay.
calorie counting, we could turn into like
Like,
calorie counting like a maniac, like
okay.
or calorie counting like a crazy person if you want to do alliteration.
Okay.
Calorie counting like a crazy person. Like
Got it. Like more description.
cardio,
Um,
doing hours of cardio only to, you know, something that like leads into that. Basically like hours of cardio with little progress. Visualizing the bounce back. I feel like the third line you could maybe slightly tweak to make it like
more.
I would say like manifesting the bounce back or something.
Okay. I thought about that, but I was like, manifest bounce back. Questions. What is
I think
it?
I think three.
Serve.
I think three would be fine if you just leave it at
Okay.
3 examples.
I was gonna say Saran wrap sauna sessions.
Nice. Yeah. I would probably just leave it at 3. For some reason, the
Okay.
rule of 3 when you're doing bullet points are like,
It's
you
good.
try this, and this. It just flows really well. People like 3.
Okay.
You could maybe use that as another point too, but I would just keep probably just that. But the truth is, there's no going back. Tried everything. There's no going back. I feel like this line you might need to clarify what you mean by there's no going back. Because I don't understand. Like, do you mean like there's no going back to?
There's no going back to a pre-baby body. Like you have a
Right.
completely new system now. But maybe
if you say that line, I feel like you have to have a follow-up line to say like,
okay.
Because
like something that's saying something that
yeah,
makes it more clear that you're moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so but the truth is there's no going back.
Because you can start to shoot yourself in the foot if you
It sounds
make people lose hope that like, oh, I can't even.
I see.
But what you're saying is true, but we just need to find a way to be like, not just the background. I honestly, I don't even know if I'd use this line here. Instead, I would say probably something just like, the problem is like, this isn't about willpower, but biology. Let's see. It goes up to saying, no one warned you. You've tried everything, calorie counting, hours and hours, matters, and that's back. So one way to get around this is like saying, the truth is, there's no going back to like your pre-baby body, whatever the word is.
Pre-baby body, but pre-baby lifestyle is also is thinking because I'm kind of thinking that I'm thinking about my niche also being, you know, people who are in the holistic world. So they're not just approaching it from like calories and movement. They're approaching it as a whole lifestyle change.
Yeah, totally. I think a good angle you could do here is like, the truth is there's no going back to your pre-baby body. Like you are now basically almost a new species, like something like that, where like you just help them to like, there isn't that. So, and then you could say, so trying to do the things that worked before you had a baby ain't gonna cut it anymore.
Exactly.
And anybody telling you otherwise, that you can just join their fitness program or join whatever and just do those same things, like, it isn't going to work. You've evolved, and now you have a new
Your
system
program needs to
that
evolve.
require, exactly. So your fitness and diet program needs to evolve as well. That takes a more holistic approach. So this is kind of next level stuff where you start to, like, you position this is actually starting to position this person's fitness program or whatever weight loss program versus all the competition. Right? Even if they teach some of the same things, the fact that this person is saying it, other people are telling you this, but that whole system isn't going to work anymore. You need a new system. So because with something like information products, coaching, consulting, weight loss programs, this and that, the whole like part of selling people on the thing is like showing them that there's this new system. There's a blueprint. There's a strategy. There's this like secret knowledge and secret like thing to basically the secret knowledge and inside your system. Essentially, using those words works really well. System blueprint. That like it works best now. Not so it's like this new thing. And if you don't follow this new system, you're not going to get the results you want, essentially. So it helps to position this person's weight loss program versus all the other postpartum weight loss programs and all the other competition to all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, like I need to try something else. That kind of makes sense. Like right? So, and it starts to tee up to start selling the program before you even got to solution, right?
Okay.
You're still agitation here, but you start to hint at like, there's a new way, there's a new system that you need to follow, right? So you're crafting a sales argument essentially for why they need to eventually try this new thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. So I would say something like that along those lines. And then, so because this is, by the way, all this, I'm recording the call so you can go back through all the stuff I say and take notes later too if you want to apply stuff. So you'll have a transcript too. But yeah, so this is about willpower. It's about biology. And you have a new biology or something. Even if that term doesn't make factual sense, it's like how you frame something.
Yes, ma'am.
So like you have a new biology. You're a new species. Obviously, those are not biologically true, but like it kind of it helps people understand the concept.
The point across, yeah.
Exactly. Because you're not a girl anymore. You're a mother. Like something like that. Like you're not a woman or a lady. You're a mother. You're not a this, that, you're a that. So like the whole shit of like this is a new thing, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing, right? You don't want to make people feel bad that they're a mom. You want to say embrace your motherhood, but don't embrace it with the old way of thinking about your body, right? Something like that, because this also helps them you show empathy with them, and like people when you're reading, you need to agitate, you need to point out the pain, you need to point out the problem, and you need to let people know that there's a problem in their life. But like you don't want to come across as like talking down to people or saying like you suck, like just give yourself a good, right? I mean, depending on who the audience is and what, but like in this case, point out the problem, point out what's not working, but then being empathetic, building a rapport, showing you understand, it gets them to accept that they need a solution. And it also helps them to be like, to trust you and to feel like you're on their side, giving like an insider secret to like, hey, like I got a way out versus like, hey, buy my thing now because you suck. So yeah, this part you could really tap into that here, and I think it'll help a ton to build this up. Because this isn't about willpower, it's about biology and embracing your new biology as a mama or something. Okay. And then this next part, so your hormones are whispering for rest while the world screams hustle. Awesome. Your nervous system is in survival mode, your cortisol is stealing your energy, and your body is holding on. Not out of stubbornness, but out of protection. She's doing her best to keep you alive in a world that forgot how to care for new mothers. Awesome. You scroll through before and afters, wishing you could find one that shows what you really want. Not just a smaller waistline, but the moment a woman looks in the mirror and sees herself again. Whoa. The identity. Then the agitation. One woman does this, one woman does this.
Which would go really nice right there, since I just really pointed at the identity.
Yeah. Something else you could tap into, I was gonna say, is like you could call out the elephant in the room. That's like the fact that you see, and I'm not sure the best place to put this, but the fact that you still see, new moms online who like share the stories of how, you know, they're back to their pre-baby body or whatever in like 2 months or a month or 6 weeks. And you're like, what the heck are you doing? How the heck is that possible? And why do I look like this and how I feel and all these things? You could call that out, and you could use that as part of the sales argument, or just call it out in general. Because it's something women are already thinking. Women are already thinking. So it's like, what the heck are they? So you could craft that as like, you know, what they're doing is they're embracing their like this new biology. Like they realize that they can't, you know, they've stepped into like what their new biology is. Like that.
Okay. I see.
So
use it, frame it to back up.
Basically you can use it to frame up like those moms are like, you know, and this is where you actually, the next thing you do is just basically like introduce testimonials and social proof right after you say that line. So maybe we could say that line. I'm trying to think if it makes sense to put it there, or I would actually maybe use this after you've introduced the thing.
Okay.
That section. Just trying to see where to fit it in here. Homecoming.
The whole section, or just the note about women who have the quick
you've seen these women. Yeah, you've seen other women you scroll on Instagram and you're like, what the heck? How's this new mom? I just celebrated my like whatever, I'm back to my pre-baby weight within 6 weeks, and she looks like she never even had a kid. And you're like, how the heck did she do it? And like, what the heck's going on? What's going on? I would maybe actually say that for after you introduce the program, and then be like, you know, you can even say like, through this, by the way. You can say like, chances are like you've scrolled Instagram way more times than you should have since you've had a baby, and seeing these posts of people celebrating like just back my baby weight in 6 weeks, and like you look at them and like they've never had a baby at all, and you wonder how the heck are they doing this?
You would put that.
I'd probably put it right here. Under exhale together.
Okay.
And then right after that, be like, the sales argument is they're doing this because they've tapped into their new biology rather than sticking with the old way of doing things. And they've started to embrace this new, like whatever way with their new hormones and their new XYZ and whatever, helping frame towards whatever this weight loss program selling. Then right after, I'd say I would introduce short testimony, short social proof of like Jill, who, you know, like was 3 months postpartum and like whatever, and struggling to get back to her pre-baby weight, and within 8 weeks in our program, was able to lose 20 pounds, like, you know, and then if you want to focus on like other holistic health things too, but like lead with the weight loss, but then say something else too that could be helpful if we're focusing on like a holistic thing. So like Jill, who, you know, was struggling after having a baby 3 months into her postpartum and just couldn't figure it out, tried all these programs, but within 6 weeks of joining our program or 8 weeks of joining our program, she was able to lose X amount of weight, and all without doing this, this, this. Or Cassandra, who like, you know, came into our program with a 6-month-old baby and like not feeling like herself and feeling like an identity crisis. And after just 4 weeks in our program, she's able to lose 10 pounds and also had more energy and this and that.
Okay.
And you can even add like one more if you want, like 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then, so right after this, imagine waking up with that same energy, with that same steady energy as them. Your jeans slide on easily, your mind feels clear. So you bring in like social proof right there, and then like help people to see like, hey, this could be you. So now so you do a good job here of bringing people into the dream state. So your jeans slide on easily, your mind feels clear. I would say your old jeans, your pre-baby jeans slide on easily, right? Something like that. Like you can even say like you can dust out your bag of old clothes from your closet or something and put them on again or something. Your catch reflections of frustration, you feel gratitude.
Brandon?
Click below to start your postpartum reclamation journey. Let your body catch up with the womb you become. Find out more here. Great. That's awesome. So let's go back up to your hormones whispering for rest while the world screams hustle. Your nervous system is in surround mode. Your core is stealing your energy. She's doing best to keep you alive in the world of care for new mothers. Scroll through before and afters, wishing you could find one that shows what you really want, not just on a waistline. Tale of Two Women. Okay, so right here, there's a gap and we need to add a transition.
Okay.
So right where you go, this isn't a diet for just weight loss program, it's a homecoming. You actually didn't say clearly, like, if you want a way out and you want to be the woman who like goes for it and gets back to, you know, whatever her dream body and holistic health and whatever you want to mention there. So if you want this, then like, so if you want X, Y, Z, then there's an easy way out. Or there's an easy solution. Or there's a simple solution. Like something like that. Just a transitionary sentence from like agitation back into solution.
Okay.
Then here's an easy solution. Here's a simple solution. Or then keep reading because there's a way out. Like just like a transitionary sentence between agitation and solution. And then you would literally go into like, just say like, you need to actually say the name of the program and what it does clearly.
Okay.
So what you've got here is like the second part of the solution. We need the first part. If you want this, then there's a way out. Now, very clearly introduce it. You can literally say introducing like the holistic mamas program or something. Like I don't know what the name of the thing was. Postpartum reclamation journey. Introducing the like the 12-week postpartum reclamation journey or something. Yeah. And then state what you actually get. Introducing the 12-week postpartum reclamation journey. And then I would say a new line. This program will help you lose 10 plus pounds in 30 days, guaranteed. So like, here's the name of the thing. This is what it's going to help you do. Yeah. Okay. And then I would say in the program.
Would you say get rid of this line?
Well, I'm just trying to see how to fit it because the 12-week journey designed to help your body remember its natural intelligence through hormone balance. Okay. Bring the line, this isn't a diet, below that 3-week thing. Or 3. So this isn't a diet, or this is a homecoming. Put that at the bottom of that section on its own paragraph. Exactly. Okay, this program will help you use this, a 12-week journey designed to do this. Deep nourishment, exhale together. This isn't just a diet or weight loss program, it's a homecoming. Right after it's a homecoming, is where I want you to very clearly state what is actually included in the thing. So after it's a homecoming, say
and
in
like
the program,
bullets?
in the program you'll get, so don't do bullets yet, but in the program you'll get, in the simple step-by-step program, you'll get step-by-step I would say simple step-by-step program for new mamas.
Okay.
Just like bring it back to identity again. Just like a little, right? You want your audience constantly like, is this for me? This is for me. Is this for me? Oh, it is for me. Like you need to remind them in this simple step-by-step program for new mamas, you'll get like a 12, so like 12-week easy to follow meal plan, and then in parentheses you can say like that just take 10 minutes a day, right? Because you have no time, but like you need something that's easy. And then you can say a simple, like whatever, I don't know what else you want to say, like meal plan.
Simple and short. Movement guide. Feeling school.
Say a time frame as well. Simple and short movement guide.
And
deep and strong in
5 minutes.
Yeah, this sounds juicy. It sounds like, oh great, this sounds like a good program so far. You know what I mean? The thing I like to think with copy is like, what would I want to see? Let's just write the copy that would make this the best thing ever. And then like, especially with something like info products and like courses, coaching, consulting, programs like this, it's like, what would be the best possible thing that we could put on this page? Let's just write that. And like, this is kind of more like when you're working with the client, and like influencing them to make their offer even better. Like part of the job as the copywriter isn't just to write the copy. I think the best copywriters also help like really partner with the business owner to like make a better offer if we need a better offer. Like some weight loss programs, some people you find, they're gonna be like, join my mama's weight loss program or fitness program today to get strong and healthy. But it's like there's no prompt, like it's just kind of vague. So like if part of your job is like, hey, what will be the best copy we could write? Well, instead of saying join our fitness whatever program for new moms to get strong, it's like, okay, gain 10 pounds of lean muscle in the next 30 days, guaranteed. Right? Or if it's weight loss, lose 10 pounds in 30 days, guaranteed in this program. Right? So like if you can help them and then make it a guarantee, 100% money back guarantee. Whoa, what? It's like those are the things that will actually convert. So like your copy, you can only write within the constraints of the business you're working with and their actual offer.
Yeah.
So like, let's just write whatever we can add. Like, what can we do to make this even better? Okay, and 12-week easy to follow meal plan, just 10 minutes of prep a day. Simple, short thing, 5 minutes of movement, easy. 10-minute guided meditation to close each day. Yeah, so like this is like something simple. Like one thing I'll say is like try not to say the same number. So we have 10 minutes on the top, 5 minutes in the middle,
Okay.
bottom one 10-minute. Maybe let's make it
so 8.
Yeah. and then right at the end of this, you could say, because this is tapping into the thing of like, well, I'm a new mom, I don't have time for any of this stuff, right? I don't sleep ever, I got no energy, I got no time, how can I even plan anything? So now we want to follow this up, end the bullet points and do a new line and say, you'll lose 10 pounds in 30 days and get back and achieve XYZ, focus on the outcome in just 23 minutes per day.
Okay.
Per day.
Is that how you said to frame it?
Yeah, so you don't have to necessarily say the exact like promise again at the beginning, but just like you're gonna achieve XYZ in just 23 minutes a day. So you could say a little bit more generic here, but like you're gonna get you said another line that was pretty good of like you're gonna get back to we just want to say like you're gonna get everything you want. Like you'll get this. You get all this. You embrace who you are, like your new body, and reach your goals and become the woman you want to become in just X amount of time. The whole focus is like I just want to emphasize the fact that it's very quick and easy per day. Anyone can do this. You can even say, even if you like have a baby who wakes up 7 times a night and you don't have any help or something at home.
Yeah.
Right? So like just overcome their objections. What are the things they're already thinking? Like, I don't have time for a program. Okay, great. It's just 23 minutes a day.
Gotcha. So kind of pre-anticipate the objection and write something that, overcomes it.
Yeah, and then more objections you handle is like, you don't need it's like you could add in a whole bunch more throughout the copy, but that would be the main thing I'd probably say is like, I'm guessing is like, so common objections when you're selling anything is like, is it quick and is it easy? I don't have time and I don't want something difficult. Basically is a common objection with pretty much anything. So naturally, however you can emphasize throughout any copy you write that the thing you're selling is quick and is easy, the better. You overcome the biggest objections that are most generic objections, no matter what you're selling. So focusing on a very short time frame, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, just 23 minutes per day. It's like, that sounds pretty quick.
Doable. Yeah.
And it also sounds pretty easy then, simultaneously. Right? And then so if one more objection I probably want to handle at some point in the copy somewhere would be like, and it doesn't matter if you have a strong fitness background or you've never lifted, you've never done any kind of workout before, or you've never gone to the gym. Anyone can do this from any background as long as you're motivated to become the mama you were made to be. Something like that. Just like as long as you like show up daily and have even just that little bit of consistent action following the right system. So like overcome the objection of anyone can do this. You don't have to have any fitness, diet background, whatever. As long as you're committed. And then another objection would be like, well, I've already tried all these other programs before, right? What makes yours different? That would be another objection.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter if you've tried keto, you've tried like Ozempic, you've tried this, you've tried whatever, right? You'd call that out. That would be a pretty, right? Common trends and stuff. Like, if you tried this, if you tried to go to the gym, if you tried whatever, and nothing seems to work, like this program was designed so simply that like you're guaranteed to lose 10 pounds. This is where you maybe bring it back to the promise and the guarantee. So because because this program is, and so this is where you can bring it back to like the unique selling proposition. It's about embracing your new biology and using the right system. It works because it actually is built for the postpartum mom, not the random person, whatever. It actually works. And you're guaranteed to lose 10 pounds in 30 days or your money back.
Got it.
And then I would put in some more proof. And here are a few testimonials to show that this program works for beginners like you.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Testimonial, testimonial, testimonial. The best testimonial possible is a testimonial that backs up the promise you're making. So basically like, oh, I was just a beginner. It overcomes objections. I was a beginner. I tried all these programs. It didn't work. I had no time. My baby never sleeps. Like, this is the hardest thing. I joined so-and-so's program. And in the first, and I lost 10 pounds in the first 21 days.
Uh-huh.
What? So if you can overcome objections through the testimonials and then back up the promise. So like the promise is lose 10 pounds in 30 days.
Uh-huh.
The more testimonies you have of people achieving the promise, the more like it's like, yeah, I believe this. Okay, it works. Okay, it's possible. Because the whole point with copy is like make a promise and then back it up with proof. Make a claim and now back it up with proof. And when you do that really well, you make a very clear promise and then you have very clear evidence and proof that you achieved that promise. People pull out their credit cards and buy. It's as simple as that. Like it's as simple as that. There's nothing. It's actually that's it. That's all copy is. Promise people things and show them proof that you actually do the thing you promise. And then people will buy. So that's where I'd go next with this. Right. Okay. So we have the rapid bounce back. Okay, I forgot about that part. Okay. So this program works whatever this promise. Okay. So right after that promise of like, it doesn't matter if this, you've tried this program. This program works because we talk about the big idea. We embrace your new biology with this unique system, and you're guaranteed to do this. Then introduce pretty good odds you caught yourself scrolling Instagram for far too long than you should, and you've seen moms who are this. Why do they embrace that? Because they embrace their new biology, because the XYZ, just like testimonials. Boom, 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 boom. And then your bottom part here, imagine waking up with that same steady energy. Your pre-baby genes slamming easily. Your mind feels clear. Reflection real. These aren't spending your body weight. You're listener. You brought up this world. Now it's time to bring back to you. Click below to join to start your postpartum methylation journey. I would reintroduce the fact that it's a 12-week thing, right? Clear timeline. Your 12-week postpartum information journey to lose your first 10 pounds and beyond, and get that, and lets your body catch up to the woman you become. Find out more here. Find out more here. And then one final way you can close this out is just add some urgency and scarcity.
Okay.
So like, why do they need to act today? Why do they need to do this today? So 3 real easy levers to pull on. Greed, urgency, scarcity. And when I say greed, I don't mean like, let's get people greedy, but like bargain. So like focus on a discount, a deal, some kind of promotion.
Okay.
So like find out more here, and then, but don't wait, because, so like literally you do a new line, but don't wait long, because right now, like there's an early bird promo going on for the first 10 people who join the December program. So the first 10, nice, good catch. First 10 mamas to sign up, 100%. That's good job. For the December program, will receive, just say an early bird rate don't say a discount,
Okay.
especially for something like coaching, something high ticket coaching and
Uh-huh.
whatnot. You don't really want to talk discounts too much. You want to more focus on like, yeah, exactly, exclusive early bird rate. So if you're going to say that, what's that?
I was thinking I could switch the order around a little bit to make it a little bit more just powerful in the sense of, but don't wait too long because the first 10 moms sign up for December receive an exclusive. I could maybe say, but don't wait too long. The first 10 mamas to sign up. Oh, wait. An exclusive early bird rate is waiting for the first 10 mamas to sign up. I don't know if that makes a big difference, but.
An exclusive early bird rate is waiting for the first. So you want to talk, that's kind of almost passive ready versus active. Just say like, if you sign up today, you can get an exclusive early bird rate.
Okay.
Why? Because the first 10 mamas to sign up. So at this point, you can either just like take people to the checkout, or if you want to really price anchor the exclusive rate, say you could, it depends on how people are doing. Like if the next page is to book a call to talk to a salesperson, then we don't necessarily need to show the price. If we're going to go take people straight to checkout, and this is a program like maybe under $2,000, then you actually might want to put the price right on this page. So it kind of depends. But you'd say find out more here. The reason I bring this up is because if we say an exclusive rate, we want to make people feel like they're getting a deal right then and there. So like, hey, our program is normally, $2,700 or $2,900, $2,999, but the first time I was to sign up, get an exclusive early bird rate of just $19.99 or something. So if you want to save $1,000 today or something, whatever, it doesn't have to be that exact numbers, but if you put the main price at the top and then the exclusive early bird rate below, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, $1,999 sounds like a deal now. Right? And so it's all just about price anchoring and positioning. So anyways, it depends. You can put that here on this page, or it would go on the next page, depending on what the sales process would be.
Okay.
So yeah, it depends. But so then
2,000, it can go on there if it's above.
If it's above, you probably wouldn't put the price. You probably,
because it's probably
pretty good odds. Yeah, pretty good odds once you start getting into like the $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 range for anything high ticket. People typically start requiring sales calls.
Okay.
Like you don't have to, but like they usually get the most.
That's generally what.
Because it's a larger amount of money.
Yeah.
So like, if the thing were higher price and it was in the 3, 4, 5K range, I probably wouldn't reveal the price here, but I could still mention that there's an exclusive early bird rate. And then when the next page goes to a call booking link that gets on a sales call with the owner, then they can mention the deal on the call, essentially, at the end of this. So it kind of depends. If this is going right to a sale, like a checkout page to just go buy the thing, you can just put the price right here then. It's normally $2,999, but right now you get it for $19.99 first 10 people. Once the early bird rates are gone, they're gone. Price goes up to $299, $299, and then and then just the fact that there's 10 spots, it goes up, and then you can add a bit of urgency as well to say, this offer ends XYZ time to November 30th or something. So then there's urgency too. You can also add another stack of urgency by saying the offer ends November 30th or when the first 10 early bird spots are filled.
Okay. Okay.
Something like that. But yeah,
and question, is that a legitimate thing, or are we just saying that?
What do you mean?
I mean, typically when people say that, is it just, do they really turn it off after a certain amount of, buys?
Well, they should. I do.
Okay.
if they're honest.
Like, I always wonder, is like, are people are they just saying that?
Oh, I'm sure lots of people are lying. I don't think they should. I don't think they should be, because if you there's nothing. What would be worse than finding out somebody found out you're lying, and then they're not going to believe anything else you say. So yeah. The thing is like, all it takes is one person to find out one thing that was dishonest. Then it's like, that could be a myriad of broken trust and like spreading bad reputation and bad press everywhere.
So then how would you handle that? Let's say this client was doing the first 10, right? And then they let you know, okay, the first 10 have gone. How would you then tweak that piece of the copy to still give it oomph?
Yeah, I would just say, well, what I could say is like, you know, I would then focus on the maximum amount of people she could take in.
Oh, okay.
So she might be only able to take in 15.
Keep finding a factor.
Right. I'm just making up numbers, 10, 15. Like, it all depends on who the actual coach is and what they can do.
But basically, you're looking for something to...
We're looking for whatever scarcity we can. Whatever urgency, scarcity, maybe we add in a bonus instead. Or maybe we add in a bonus now, but that bonus is still available. So, like, I like to do urgency and scarcity layers. So like you always give a reason for someone to act now. So like we might have in here an exclusive early bird rate. There's only 15 spots. The first 10 people get the rate. But we also are going to have a bonus if you sign up for the December thing. And the bonus might be some like a bonus one-on-one coaching call, or it could be a bonus like AI assisted like coaching custom GPT to like give you quick answers throughout or something. Like it could be something totally new, or like, I don't know, some of the exclusive bonus thing. So for anybody who joins December, so that bonus, the bonus could be like whatever it is.
Okay. Could be
there's lots of things you do. It could be a freebie, a guide, a masterclass, a workshop recording, extra bonus course on something else.
Okay. On stress management. Blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
like it could be like whatever, or it could be an actual like bonus workshop that's to come, like that's a live thing, or whatever. But whatever it is, we can add in a bonus there. So even if the early bird rate goes, you could say early bird rate is gone, or once those 10 actually do fill up, you could forget about, just take the exclusive early bird rate copy off, and just say like, we've already got 10 out of 15 people signed up, only 5 spots left. So then instead of focusing on an early bird rate, you just talk about the fact that like we only have 5 out of 15 spots left, and spots are going quick. And on November 30th, doors close. So doors close when the final 5 spots fill, or November 30th happens.
Gotcha.
So if you want to get into this program, lose your first 10 pounds all these days, and like also get this exclusive bonus, whatever for December, that's going away soon, join today. So like you want to use whatever urgency and scarcity you can to get people in the door. Okay. And the cool thing is like once the exclusive early bird rate is gone, which is another incentive, a better offer, obviously, than not having an early bird rate. Once the early bird rate is gone, what can we lean on? Well, we can lean on the fact that she could probably only take 50 people max to make sure they have a good experience. So like if she has a cap on how many people she'd take, we want to talk about her cap then. Okay. 10 out of 15 spots are gone, only 5 spots left. Doors close November 30th. If you want the bonus, you want to get in, XYZ, like get in before it's too late. Then we just forget the early bird deal and whatever. We just focus on heavy scarcity. That like doors are closing soon, the bonus is going to go away, and these spots are going to fill if you don't join now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
I took some notes.
Sweet. Yeah. So anyways, hey, this looks like a pretty good piece of copy. What you got here?
I asked to go over this with you. That like, yeah, it's, I know that I'm learning. But just doing that, I'm like, whoa, there's so many other things that you just added in there that make it so much better. But I see the purpose, and I think about all the things that I've seen like that. And I'm like, okay, got it. So I guess I'm starting to see the pattern. Earlier when we were first looking at the headlines, I realized, when I'm writing, it can be so easy to be kind of in it. And, like headline 2, I didn't address that it's new mamas, because in my mind, I am just like, oh, this is who's going to see it.
Right.
instead of, like I kind of get boxed in. So
Yeah. One good way to kind of so like you being in it right now is like dramatically helping your copy read better. Like it's very relatable. You really brought people into like,
the experience.
I felt like all of a sudden I felt like I was about what the like, right? Like you brought me into the story. It's like reading a story or watching a movie. And like people who are living that story already, they're gonna be like, this is me, you're reading my mind. But the way you also want to take yourself out of it, so that's your superpower because you are the niche. The way you take yourself out of that to then like ramp it up even more is like reading the copywriting books, studying the graph more, and like a really quick shortcut is like just go look at the top people who already have sales pages and emails who are in this exact space and look at their headlines. Just look at their headlines, see what they write, and then make that your own.
Okay.
And replicate. Like just look at other people's headlines. Like, well, what did this postpartum weight loss lady? What did these 10 people do for their sales page for their headline? What do they write on their ad? What do they write on their email? Oh, there seems to be a common pattern here. Like, oh, they're very much focused on like it's shorter headline. They're focused on the promise or the whatever. Yeah. So that's like one way to also like. Yeah, just look at what people are doing. It works. That's all. That's basically all we're doing. Is like we're just we're looking at what works and we're replicating that.
Gotcha.
And that's not even just copywriting. Like that's copywriting to a T. It's like just look at what works, replicate, swipe stuff. All the top copywriters of all time, they all just studied everybody's other stuff and like, oh, that thing did really well. Okay, well then let's do something like that and make it our own, not steal it, not copy paste, but like. Look at the ideas, look at the concept, and reverse engineer. Oh, they keep talking about like, this is why I talk about like outcome-based copy, outcome-based headlines, because I see it's the most clear thing to give you what they want. When people can visualize, like it's hard for people to be like, hey, become a fit mom, fit and healthy mom, and strong. It's like, what does that look like? Versus lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days guaranteed. Oh, okay, well, that means I could fit into my old clothes again, like for sure. Oh, that means tangibly the number on the scale is not going to be this number, it's going to be this number. Yeah. Like we can visualize what that actually means. So then it's if you can't visualize it in the copy, you're not going to believe it and you're not going to buy it. But once you can start visualizing, you can, it's like, oh, it's going to happen. So like that piece of copy, by the way, you now have a spec piece. And by the way, we basically just wrote, you could probably just skip over the sales page.
Yeah, that's where I was.
We just did a sales page together. So you
that's
pretty much can
just. I was like, oh, this feels like exactly like a sales page.
It is. That's what it is. It's a whole entire. We follow basically the entire pastor formula: person, problem, agitate, story, solution, offer, and response. Testimonials, offer, response. So the one thing we didn't necessarily do there that we could add to that would be like, who is the person selling this program and what is their story? Because if this person helping new moms lose weight, if she was once the new mom who went through the same transformation journey and has now climbed the mountain and has now reached the pinnacle of success, that is going to take these conversions and just skyrocket them. And if we can incorporate that right in after like basically like where we say like you need to focus on new biology. It's like, well, how do I know that? Because this was me. I was back in whatever time, like I was doing these same things. I tried all these programs, I couldn't figure it out until I studied these, like I invested $1,000 and tons of months into learning and training and doing all these things until I cracked the code. And now then I was able to lose X amount of weight, regain my energy, regain my confidence, felt like myself again, but like the better version of myself. That's a mom. That's a super mom. That's whatever. And now I helped a few other people figure out the same thing. And that's why I created this program. Now my mission is to help new moms achieve X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. Then we get into like testimonial and we basically, that's the missing piece to this to like rank the sales page up to the next level is like, if we can talk about the person who's selling it and their story, we just inject that part, boom, now your pastor framework is complete. That's a sales page you could put on any, basically you could take that to like a bunch of those programs and just like slightly tweak it, and like you're good to go. You're gonna make people sales. And you can take that same sales page and like turn that into an email, turn that into an ad, turn that into social media posts. And just keep saying the same story over and over and over again. Obviously, that's a longer piece. Like we took what you already had a like a decent sized piece of copy. And we just made it longer. But like the reason we made it longer is it's not because we want more words. It's just when you're selling a higher ticket product or service, you need to give more information. You need to try harder to sell people, essentially. That's just what it comes down to. And so they need to know what's the clear promise. They need to know who's the person selling this. They need to know how other people achieve this. They need to know, like, what am I actually going to get when I buy this thing? They need to know, well, what if I don't like it? Do I get my money back? Like, we're just overcoming all these objections. So that's why we need more information. That's why sales pages that sell high ticket stuff are typically longer, if that makes sense. But then back into emails, which is where you're going to focus, I think mainly we talked about. It's just condensing that story into a quicker email. It's just taking that sales page, and like you might have an email that focuses on just the problem they're facing, with a quick like, hey, if you're struggling with this problem, like click here to like learn how I can help you lose 10 pounds in 30 days. And it might be 200 words, like a fraction of that. And then another email you send might just be one transformation story from a client who went from here to here. And that's a single email, right? We're basically taking the sales page and just pulling out a sliver of that to send as an email. And then another email might be the founder transformation story.
I see.
Hey, I was a new mama, and that's just one email. And then we can just keep rotating.
And that it works that way with posts as well, too, basically.
Yep, exactly. But social media posts and emails, it's actually very similar. Like it's very similar. Because email, like an email could be a sales page or a social media post, like content, or like just a story. Like email is the most versatile type of copy, because you're sending a letter to a friend, essentially. And that letter might be, hey, here's what I did this past week, and here's what's going on, and then here's how it relates to you being a new mama in the postpartum phase, and like whatever. Like here's just a story of my life that's intriguing, engaging, entertaining, that like is related to what you are all about and your identity. That's a connection piece. Or another one might be just like, hey, here's how this client of mine went from here to here and lost this amount of weight in this amount of days as a new mom. Whoa, I want to read about that and learn how she did it. Another piece might be like, hey, here's 7 steps to get back to your pre-baby weight in the next 30 days. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3. So like a blog post or like a social media post that's just like value. And then another email may be like, hey, right now we got 5 spots left in my coaching program. 10 of them are gone already. Like, if you're struggling with this, you want to do this, like, here's the details, like straight to the point. You might get right to the offer. Forget all the stuff above. Forget the problem, agitate, solution. We're just going to basically say, like, here's straight up the offer. Here's the promo. It's on here. And you're basically just talking about the bottom section of that sales page we just did. Where it's like, it's just time to just tell people what the thing is and how to buy it quickly.
And you're breaking down basically an email series based off of this sales page.
Basically. So like a welcome email series is basically you're taking a sales page and you're essentially, like, in a way, you're just saying, like, here's email number 1, email number 2, email number 3, kind of. That's how you do it. And then throughout the month, you're just sending emails that touch on a different part of this, like a different section. So like a welcome email series, like typical email number 1 is like, hey, welcome in. Here's what's going on. Here's who I am. Here's my mission. Here's how I've helped. Here's how I can help you. Here's some tips to get started, whatever. Like, you're just welcoming people in. Who am I? Why should you care? Why should you listen? Why should you read the next email? Who do I help? What is my thing? If you want more help, click here. Email number 2 might be like, here's how it all started, founder story. Email number 3 would be, here's how someone else got a transformation through my program. Email number 4 may be like, hey, here's 7 steps to get started to get, your fitness and stuff on track.
A value piece.
And then here's number 5. Hey, by the way, like, we got this much. I'm like straight up an offer. Limited spots. Here's how I can help you. Boom, boom, boom. There's a welcome email series.
Got you.
So it's pretty much taking that and just like condensing it into that. Email's more chill because then like a sales page, because it's like you can just be, it's more relational, more
Building,
relational.
yeah.
So like you can just send an email. It's like literally 3 lines. If you want to be like, hey, what's up? I just did a new video that teaches you like how to 3 steps to fix your hormones through a metabolism training system in 30 days. It'll help you lose some weight and like get back to your normal self. Click here, YouTube video. So you can just send people the content. It's just like, how do you just talk to your audience and help them connect with them and give them things they want that are paid if they want to move further, faster, quicker. So you can be very versatile with it.